Alright, well, I kind of call it the cockpit. uh, Here's a look at the controls for the bike. We'll start from right to left. This here's the... Oops, let me turn the electric motor off real quick. Okay, here's the throttle for the electric motor. This used to turn the electric motor off and on, but it's been deactivated because of the computer. This is the kill switch for the gas motor. Back here is the brake lever for the rear brakes, which also is a parking brake. Simply by applying the brake and pushing this button down, it locks it on. Got a rear view mirror on the right hand side coming across. Microphone for my HT. Behind that is one of my GoPro knockoffs facing forward. Here's the computer. I'm going to try to zoom in on it. I don't know how well this is going to work out in this daylight. Anyway, it gives all kinds of information. There's the voltage in the batteries, 51.1. It's 80 degrees outside today. Running time, 16 hours, 52 minutes. That's total. My maximum speed was 25 miles an hour. Now I reset it since I set the governor. This is your pedal assist, which is not working on this bike because I did not hook up the pedal assist. Here's the total miles and distance that I've driven. It's 219.1 miles. This one says 200. I'm not sure which. Oops. I'm not sure which one's which. Anyway, over 200 miles in 16 hours. Coming across, I got my Bluetooth speaker back here. Oops. Let me bring you back up here. Okay, I got my Bluetooth speaker back here. Is that really dark? Anyway, Bluetooth speakers back here. My 2-meter ham radio. Now over here, these turn on the regenerative braking without having to use the brakes. This one here I got hooked up to momentarily, so if I'm cruising along and I'm going down a slight downhill, I can hit that for a little bit to turn on the regenerative braking. If I'm going to be going down a long hill, or if I'm using the gas motor, I hit this one and it'll stay generating electricity, and I'll keep an eye on my voltage because I don't want to get it up too much past 51.1 volts. Okay, this here's where my key fob for one of my tail lights and my alarm system, and it has a funky beeping horn. Okay, then coming across, the gentleman I bought the gas motor kit from was nice enough, since I couldn't use the regular twist throttle because I have this one for the electric. He was nice enough to rig it up to where I can use this right here as a throttle. So this is my throttle for the gas motor. Behind that I've got a brake lever for the front brakes. Now when I put on the front brakes, it also turns on the regenerative braking. And I got left side mirror. Then down underneath here, this is a flashlight that works as a headlight. And that's pretty much the cockpit. Now let me take you around to the front of the bike and I'll show you the gas motor. Okay, here's the gas motor. It's 37.7 cc, 4-cycle or 4-stroke, whichever way you want to call it. This is what they call a friction drive. I'll have to pull the camera off the tripod here to show you down here. Okay, and hopefully it'll pick it up. Take you down under here. If you can't see the roller, I'll be putting in some snapshots. Now the way this works is up here you have a hole in the forks for your brakes, which I got back here. The original brakes were a different style and there was some lugs here. I had to cut off one on each side here. And so you put the bolt through here, tighten that down, and then put these U-bolts on, one on each side, that holds it snugly to the forks. Not sure exactly on the mileage on the motor. It does start real easy. I was a little upset. There was a crack up here when I got it, but I wasn't going to send it back over a crack. I can live with a crack on the plastic casing. It has a little latch here that you can open up, get to the air filter. Now, if you would like something like this, they do sell them for bicycles. This particular one can go on a bicycle also, but it's not. It's not. I don't know how to say it. But there are kits just like this that go on the rear tire for bicycles. So that's kind of a look at it in a nutshell. Here's the batteries. I got 4 12-volt, 12-amp-hour batteries hooked up to give me 48 volts, which when they're totally topped off, it's 51. That's where it seems to like to stay. I keep a multimeter back here for checking the batteries. I also like using this so I can check each individual battery. Let me unplug that. And then when I'm going down the road, I just put that on. Okay. Underneath here, this bag here contains the brains for the computer, the trailer, and my rear camera. I've got 2 lights back here on the trailer and 1 up underneath the seat here, which is also my alarm system.